Aquaman is not a good movie per se.
Permission to come aboard.
I mean, the acting is extreme, the story is a hurricane of subplots, a derivative drift net of pieces from other films, a little of Indiana Jones, a bit from the movie Splash, and I guess the color scheme of Avatar. But in spite of all of that, I liked it. I mean, I know I shouldn't, but I did. Now just look at the way it begins. This saltwater fairy tale, a lighthouse keeper who rescues, well, Nicole Kidman as Queen Atlanna.
My parents were from different worlds. And I was a product of a love that never should have been.
We could unite our worlds one day.
A son of the land and a son of the seas.
So he rescues her from the sea. She decides to stick around and play house.
Legend has it that one day, a new king will come who will use the power of the trident to put Atlantis back together again.
But then King Orm sends his army to retrieve her. Now those would be the guys who look like neon space lobsters. So now we have little Arthur, half Atlantean, half human. Doesn't really get along with his fellow students, but the fish get him.
Hey buddy, you that fish boy from the TV?
That's right. Aquabro, a man who can swim like a torpedo, has an amazing collection of tats, and can lift a submarine to save the day. All he wants to do is sit back and enjoy a few brewskis, but then Mera, the daughter of King Nerus, arrives. Oh, hi Dolph Lundgren. And there's Amber Heard and her unfortunate costume.
Your half-brother King Orm is about to declare war upon the surface world. The only way to stop this war is for you to take your rightful place as king.
Trust me, I am no king.
Growing up, I loved the original Aquaman. I always had a soft spot for the underdogs, and there he was in Super Friends with Superman and Wonder Woman and Batman. And then there's Aquaman, the guy who talked to fish and rode a seahorse. Now, this movie is ridiculous and overwrought, but the reason it works as well as it does is thanks to Jason Momoa. As someone who was born in Honolulu and moved to Iowa, he's used to playing someone who's a fish out of water, as it were. Director James Wan and his screenwriters didn't try to change Momoa. Instead, they make the most of his laid-back charisma. When Aquaman swims into battle, he looks like he just left the Ron Jon surf shop. He might be a man of might, but he's still befuddled by the world around him and doesn't quite see himself as a king. Luckily for him and us, we have Willem Dafoe at his side as Vulko. That's right, Dafoe has returned to the superhero genre, and just look at that ponytail. Vulko has been Arthur's teacher and begins to share with him and us the history and grandeur of Atlantean culture. And you've never seen an Atlantis that looks anything like this. Director James Wan swamps the screen in spectacular vistas, maybe to distract us from the soap opera-rific acting. There are battle scenes that look like Barbarella meets Tron. Too bad the wannabe king at the center of it all isn't nearly as majestic. I mean, when you have a hero as impressive as 6'4" Momoa, why cast Patrick Wilson as the guy standing in his way? He looks like someone fighting for a bank merger rather than a worthy opponent. But he's not alone. There's also Yahya Abdul-Mateen as Black Mantis, the classic Aquaman nemesis, basically an angry pirate with that giant laser beam head thing. So here's Mantis and Orm's minions chasing our heroes in Italy. Didn't I see this in a Lara Croft film, or was that Jason Bourne? And I haven't even gotten to the whole treasure hunt for the King's Trident to give Aquadu the confidence to take a stand. Now, clocking in at 2 hours and 22 minutes, Aquaman overstays his welcome and then some, but you have to admire its audaciousness. The underwater fight sequences
An ass whooping.
work surprisingly well. Just look at this fishy Braveheart battle at the bottom of the sea, and you have to hand it to a film that is so over the top. By the time Patrick Wilson dons the classic Ocean Master costume, it fits right in. And talking about fits, hey look, they brought back the orange and green. Sure, they're pandering to fans, but I'll take it.
That was awesome.
3 stars out of 5.